Hey everyone, thank you for joining me. Today's class is a strong class. We'll be holding poses a little bit longer and it is a little bit stronger in the legs. So strong in the legs, bit of a hip opener. So it would be great if you have two blocks. They're not completely necessary. You can do this practice without, but they're always just super helpful. So if you don't have blocks, grab yourself maybe two sturdy books. Otherwise, just come on down to your mat and we'll begin. So we'll start today in a nice, juicy child's pose. Bring your knees out nice and wide, heels in towards each other, big toes are touching. And then settle yourself all the way down into your mat until your forehead is kissing your mat. And we'll take 5 full rounds of breath here. Grounding ourselves in our practice. Allowing yourself to bring yourself into this moment. So dropping any judgments or expectations. And just allowing yourself to be here in your practice. Calling yourself into your breath. Maybe hearing the sound of the white noise that you're creating with your ujjayi breath, if that is in your practice. One more deep breath in and a grounding breath out. Beautiful. We'll gently lift ourselves all the way up. And we'll move into a half frog pose. So extend your left leg long, keep your right knee out and draw your right knee up a little bit so it's in line with your right hip. Beautiful. And we can lower down towards our forearms. Drawing the navel into your spine. See if you can roll your shoulders back. Deep inhale here. Stay as you exhale. Beautiful. We'll slowly start to lift up, gently pressing down through all 4 corners of our palms. You might feel you can come up a little bit more. We slowly start to move into this little back bend here. Keeping the eye gaze forward and just gently dropping your chin slightly. Beautiful. We'll lower all the way down and we'll swap legs over. So left knee to the outside, starting at our forearms. You might like to flex the left toes. And just notice any sensations that are showing up here. Beautiful. And maybe gently lifting the forearms up. Wrap your navel into your spine, coming into this gentle back bend here. Just being really mindful of how your body is feeling today. So we're just warming up. So take it nice and slow. Nice and slow. Beautiful. And lower all the way down. Extend both legs out. Press your palms underneath your shoulders and we'll roll up to this modified upward facing dog. So you can shimmy your hips forward a little bit. So your hands are underneath your shoulders. See if you can maybe bend and flex at the elbows a little bit so you can really burst your heart forward. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, we'll tuck our toes and send our hips up and back to our downward facing dog as slowly and as mindfully as possible. Then you might like to start to pedal out the feet, just get into those hamstrings. Press down through the right heel, bend the left knee, and then send your right hip up towards the sky. See if you can keep your shoulders square towards the front of the mat. Coming into this side stretch here. Take a breath in through the right side body. Stay as you exhale. And we'll swap sides. Ground down through the left heel, right knee bends. And then spiral your left hip up towards the sky. Keep your shoulders square towards the front of the mat. Eye gaze is towards your toes. Take a deep breath in through the left side body. Stay as you exhale. Beautiful. Come back to center. And we'll start to walk to the front of our mat. Meeting in a forward fold. Allow the crown of your head to drop down towards the earth. And maybe rocking from side to side. You might come into a ragdoll here. Just releasing any tension through the back and spine, back of the legs. Bringing yourself back to the breath. Allow the fingertips to drop down here. Take an inhale for a halfway lift through a flat back. And exhale, melt down, forward fold. Crown of the head drops towards the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. Beautiful. From here, we'll take an inhale to halfway lift. Grab your two blocks on either side of you. And then pick up your right sole of the foot. So you're just gently picking your right sole of the foot up. Flex your toes towards your face. Micro bend the left knee. And then send your right heel towards the front of your mat. Take a deep breath in. Maybe shuffle your blocks back a bit. And then as you exhale, lower all the way down to the earth. Pistol squats, gotta love them. Beautiful. Move your block out to the side and bring your left heel to match the right. Nirvasana. Place both palms behind you. Tabletop the legs. Shins up towards the ceiling. Take a breath in. Stay as you exhale. Maybe you start to extend both legs long. Notice your shoulders. Can you press your heart up to the sky as you roll your shoulders down? And exhale, lower your legs all the way down. We'll lift up to a seated position. Flex the toes, reach up high to the sky. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift. Palms down onto your blocks. Press your left sole of the foot back onto the earth. Flex your right toes towards your face. Blocks are towards your hips. Press down into your palms. If you don't have your blocks, you can press down onto your fingertips. It's just a little bit, you may need a little bit more strength in the legs if you don't have your blocks. Beautiful. Press down into your blocks. Lift the hips up. And from here, we'll press ourselves all the way up. Sweep that right foot back to a fingertip lunge. Take a breath in to lengthen. Exhale, float your right knee down, and we'll send our hips back to a half hanuman. Flex the left toes towards your face. Inhale to lengthen, and exhale, soften your spine over your front thigh. Beautiful. Inhale, take a deep breath in, and exhale to soften. Shift forward onto the left sole of your foot, and we'll glide ourselves back to a low skandasana. Low or high, whatever feels good for you here. Eventually we'll be dropping down low, but you can start high and then release down. Maybe your hands are into heart center. Flex your left toes towards your face. Take a deep breath in and a grounding breath out. Right fingertips reach towards the back of your mat. As you open up your right adductor here, reach your left fingertips high to the sky. Maybe your gaze follows. Take an inhale. Stay as you exhale. Beautiful. Left palm down towards the back of your mat. We're swiveling all the way around to a Cleopatra. Left hip down towards the earth. Bring your right foot closer towards the middle of your mat, so it's in the middle of your left thigh. Flex all 10 toes towards your face. Inhale, send your hips high to the sky. And exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. And exhale to lower. Beautiful. Right palm down towards the back of your mat. We're now facing the back of our mat, and we're moving into that frog, half frog. Press down through your palms, broaden the heart. Right knee is bent in line with the right hip. Left leg is long. Take a breath in. Broaden through your heart. Blossom your heart forward. And exhale to lower. Inhale through a rolling cobra with this half frog. Inhale. And exhale to lower. One more time. Inhale, maybe flex the back knee. See if you can reach your toes with your head. And exhale, lower. One more like that. Inhale to lift. And exhale, fold down. Tuck the back toes. Slide myself back a bit. Tuck the back toes. Press down through all four corners of your palms. Pick up your right knee, tiger curl. Step back, high plank. Shift forward. You can float your knees down if you like, or keep them lifted. Lower all the way down. Take an inhale for a cobra. And exhale, send your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Lift up high to your tippy toes. Bend the knees, look forward. And we'll take a few steps to the front, to the middle of our mat. Beautiful. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Now, if your blocks are close, grab them. Beautiful. Other side. So from here, ground down through the right sole of your foot. And then pick your left heel up. So your left sole of the foot is about an inch off the floor. From here, take a breath in. Exhale, bend and flex the right knee as you flex the left toes towards your face. We're starting to move into this pistol squat. Move your blocks back if you need and lower all the way down. Ideally, you want your right heel to stay grounded on the floor. Ooh. Extend both legs long, maybe give them a shake. Reach up high, take a breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Beautiful. Inhale to lift up. Exhale palms down. Beautiful. Right sole of the foot draws back in towards you. And left sole of the foot comes in as well. We're moving into our Nirvasana boat pose. Beautiful. Legs are out tabletop. Nearly forgot this one. Extend your left leg long, extend your right leg long. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, low boat. Inhale, high boat. Exhale, low. Inhale, high. Exhale, low. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, plant your legs long towards the back of your mat. Blocks in towards you. Right sole of the foot. Draw it in. Ground down through the right sole of the foot. Push down through your blocks. Palms are grounded down into your blocks as you pick up your butt. From here, lift up a bit higher and see if you can extend left leg all the way towards the back of your mat. It's not easy, but it'll come with practice. So we'll do this together. Take a breath in here, lengthen into your fingertip lunge. Exhale, float your left knee down towards the earth. Glide your hips back to your half hanuman. Flex right toes towards your face. Take a breath in to lengthen. And exhale, melt over your front thigh. Beautiful. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, melt over your front thigh. Ground down through the right sole of the foot. We're moving into our skandasana. Now headed back towards the front of your mat. Right toes flex towards your face. Hands at heart center. Take a breath in. Full breath out. Left fingertips reach towards the outside of your left toes. Right fingertips high to the sky. Maybe your gaze follows. Take a deep inhale. Stay here as you exhale. Right palm down towards the front of your mat. Cleopatra. Move on to the outer blade of both of your feet as you send your hips towards the left of your mat. Right hip glides down towards the earth. Beautiful. You may need to adjust your feet so that your left heel is close towards the middle of your right thigh. Press down through your right palm. Inhale, lift your hip, left hip high to the sky. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press down through the outer blade of your right foot. Send your hips high to the sky. Exhale, left palm down. And we glide into that half frog pose. Beautiful. Left knee is in line with your left hip. And we have our upward facing dog. Arms here. Take a breath in. Stay as you exhale. See if you can press and blossom your heart forward. One more deep breath in. Exhale to lower. Beautiful. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Tuck the back toes. Inhale, tiger curl, left knee to nose. Step back, high plank. Shift forward, lower to your chaturanga. Take a cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Ooh, take a big breath in. And a full breath out. Three-legged dog, right heel lifts. Open up your right hip. Keep your shoulders square towards the floor. Right knee high to the sky. Can you see if you can get your right knee a little bit higher and your right sole of the foot closer to your butt? Deep inhale. Exhale, right knee, tap, right elbow, send it back up. Exhale, right knee, left elbow, send it back up. Shift forward, step forward. Runner's lunge. Take a breath in. Arrow. Breathe out. Beautiful. Lengthen, grow long here. Full line of energy from the crown of your head through to your back heel. Reach your left fingertips forward and open up to a warrior two. Beautiful. Pause here. Notice your alignment, your foundation, that your heels are in line and your right knee is tracking in the same direction as your right toes. Deep breath in. Steady breath out. Right elbow, right knee. Left arm up and overhead. See if you can really wrap that right glute underneath you as you gently lean back and spiral your heart up towards the sky. Grow long as you breathe in and settle as you breathe out. Beautiful. Left arm behind you. We'll move into a bind as you grab your right fingertips and left fingertips. Keep spiraling your heart high to the sky. Extend your right leg long, bound Trikonasana. Keep looking up. We're here for 5, 4, lean back, 3, heart lifts, 2, deep breath in, full breath out. Gaze down towards your right toes. As you bend your right knee, we shift forward and we're moving into a bound half moon. Now, if you don't have the bind, you can come into a normal half moon. Have a play here though. See if you can really point those left toes and reach your left toes high to the sky. Maybe you fall, maybe not. Eventually, left toes match the right. Palms down to the ground, forward fold. Take an inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, melt down, bend at the knees, Utkatasana, chair pose. Take a deep breath in, lift. Exhale, sink deep. Weight into the heels, weight into the hips. Hug your outer ribs in. Press down through the left sole of the foot this time as the right knee lifts. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Warrior 3. Send your right heel towards the back of your mat. Keep reaching forward. Take a breath in, reach. Feel the energy from the fingertips all the way through to your back heel. Micro bend in the left knee. Land down, warrior 2. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Frame your front foot, step back, high plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Take a cobra or an upward dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Okay. Ground down through the right sole of the foot peak. Your left heel up. Flex those left toes. Fire hydrant. Meaning, open up your left hip towards the left side of the room. Keep your shoulders square. Left heel towards your glute. Can you get your knee a bit higher? Maybe soften your right heel down towards the earth. Press down through your palms. Take a breath. Exhale. Left elbow, left knee. Tap. Send it back up. Three-legged dog. Exhale. Left knee, right elbow. Tap. Send it back up. Beautiful. Shift forward on the exhale, step forward. Runner's lunge, breathe in, grow long. Stay as you exhale. Arrow, reach your 10 fingertips towards the back of your mat. Make any adjustments, fix the hair. Grow long on the inhale. Stay as you exhale. Right fingertips sweep forward. Keep that full line of energy. And we open up to our warrior two. Beautiful. Pause here. Notice your foundation. Fill up on the inhale. Sink deep as you exhale. Can you maybe soften somewhere that you're unconsciously holding tension in the body? Sending your awareness there for a little gentle massage, tension, massage release. Settle down. Left elbow, left knee, right arm up and overhead, side angle. Wrap your left glute underneath you. Reach your heart towards the sky. Fingertips lower down towards the earth as we reach our right arm back behind us for a half bind. Keep looking up, keep leaning back. Full bind, left arm underneath you. Grab a hold of your fingers or your left wrist. Press down for your left foot. Bound Trikonasana. If you don't have the bind, just Trikonasana without the bind. Look up, lean back. Deep breaths. Beautiful. Look down towards your left toes. Rebend the left knee. Ardha Chandrasana. Let's see how we go on this side. So point your right toes. Ultimately straightening, not completely. A little micro bend in the left knee. Keep the right leg straight. Point the right toes. Have a play. Might take a couple of tries. And eventually, right foot lands towards the left. Unravel your bind. We'll meet together in a forward fold. Crown of the head drops. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend at the knees, Utkatasana chair. Sink deep. Inhale. Hug your outer ribs in. Sink your butt low. Ground down through right sole of the foot. Stork pose, left knee up. Take a deep breath in. Grounding breath out. One more inhale. Exhale, send. Right heel, back of the mat. Warrior three. Reach. Grow long. Ground. Left heel down. Flip and reverse your warrior straight away. Cartwheel the hands down to frame your front foot. Step back. High plank. This is our last high plank. So if you want to take a double, go for a double. Press back up. Lower down. Inhale, heart lifts. Maybe a double high plank. Chaturanga. Reach your heart forward. Hips up and back. Downward dog. Knees drop wide. Child's pose. Glide your hips towards your heels. How good does that feel? Whew. Drop your forehead towards your mat. 5 5 deep breaths. See if you can make them the deepest, most conscious breaths you've had all day. Expanding every millimeter throughout your entire body. One more deep breath in. Full breath out. Lift up to all fours. Full frog pose here. Both knees open up wide. Allow your hips to sink deep. Flex all 10 toes. And you can stay up or you can drop down towards your forearm. Maybe if you have a block, it's really nice to place a block underneath your forehead. If this is too strong, move into the variations that we did earlier, and you can do one side and then swap to the other side. Allowing all of the sensations to show up here. Breathing them in and then breathing them out. 2 more breaths. If you have a block, release your block. To move out of this pose, press and lift your hips up. Beautiful. Moving into a seated kneel, palms up towards the sky. Close down the eyes here. Lengthen from the roof of your mouth to the crown of your head, up to the sky. And notice any expansion throughout your body that you can feel. And we'll meet on our butts. So cross your shins and press down. Lengthen the legs forward. We'll meet together, lying all the way down. Take your time getting there. Draw both knees in towards you, give them a squeeze. And then allow your knees to drop heavy towards the left side. You can place your left palm on your right knee. Extend your right arm out. Just notice your right shoulder. Can you keep it down towards the earth? So this might lift your knees up a bit, and that's okay. Twisting and rinsing out here. And we'll pick up the knees and take your time so you can stay a little bit longer if you need. Otherwise, we'll swap sides. Knees drop heavy towards the right. Maybe take your gaze over towards the left. Coming back to center, draw both knees in towards you, one final squeeze. And then allow your legs to drop long. If there's any final poses that you'd like to do before moving into your Shavasana, feel free to take it now. I recommend you stay in your Shavasana for about 5 minutes. So you can hit pause whenever you're ready. And then after 5 minutes, Gently rolling to your favourite side. Pause there for a moment and we'll gently bring ourselves back up to a seated position. Bringing our hands into heart center, we'll take a deep breath in together. And a full breath out. Thank you everyone so much for joining me in this class today. It was a short and sharp and strong class. So yeah, thank you so much. Please subscribe, and if you have any comments or any requests, please send them through. I'd love to create some more videos for you. Thank you.